Hey guys, it's Ashley with 1047 Kiss FM, and I am here with Keshi. Hello.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good. I'm a little stressed. I'm in my city. I've been writing a lot the past, few months and trying to get this album wrapped. So, stressed, but in a good way.
The good stress is the good kind, not the kind that like makes you want to curl up into a ball and like not
Right.
talk to anyone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I totally feel it.
Well, first off, huge congrats on the success of Beside You. It's like blown
Thank
up.
you. Yeah, it really took me aback, the way that fans reacted and new fans alike. It's just been the reception has been so great, and I really didn't expect this song to blow up the way that it did.
Well, it's much deserved. And your fans, like you said, they always come through. What it was up for what? A day and you had over 1 million streams already?
Yeah, it was really fast. It was really fast.
Awesome. And I know you and your fans are always super close. Like I know you post their fan art a lot, which is so
I
awesome to see
do.
that you
Yeah,
interact with them. And
right. I mean, they're all so engaged and they're so insanely talented, and I feel the love, and I just want to make sure that, I let them know that I hear them, and that it's supposed to be a two-way street. And I appreciate, like, I wouldn't be here without them, so I appreciate everything that they've done for me too.
that's so great. And especially, with COVID, you couldn't do live performances. So it's so nice that you actually take the time to connect with
Right.
your fans. Cause I feel like a lot of artists these days, I don't know, I feel like they don't care about actually like talking to their
I
fans.
I get that. I get that. I feel like at a certain point it gets really overwhelming. So I understand from both perspectives. I remember when I first started out, like really early on, I would reply to every single DM that came my way on Instagram, and I would always reply something along the lines of like, thank you for listening. It means the world. I hope you stick around for new music. And I just wanted to make sure that I could talk to everyone. But it got to a point. This was back when I was still working my job, and it got to a point where it was stressing me out
Yeah.
to like open every single DM and to have that freeway where anyone could just DM me at any time. And I was like, oh, I can't
I
do
can't
this
do this.
anymore.
I know. And especially because I
Yeah.
mean, you're almost at 1 million followers now. So I can't imagine the sheer amount of DMs and comments that you must get every single day.
Yeah, it's a lot. Did you ever see that video of T-Pain? I think he made a video on TikTok about how
Yes,
he like didn't realize
his
like
request
how all this.
folder.
Yeah. So my request folder was bugged for a long time because I never cleared it. So every time I tried to sort it, I don't know if this is a problem just for me or like if other people had the same thing, if the volume is just super high, like it wouldn't sort. So like even if somebody like important like really big like wanted to message me, I wouldn't be able to sort it. But it's recently sorted itself out. So
Good.
I've
Okay.
recently been taking the time to like go through it and everything. But yeah, disastrous. I really related to the T-Pain video.
That's awesome. I mean, and it's good that you're listening to your mental health too. Like you can't
Yeah.
physically respond to every single person.
No, there's no way.
Yeah. And your fans respect that of you. You have that mutual respect, which is great.
Right, right,
And I know you mentioned your album. I've seen you teasing it on
right,
TikTok and on Twitter. I
right,
know you
right,
probably can't tell us too much, but can you give us
right.
any little bit of info on on how it's gonna
Uh,
sound, when it's gonna come out?
the sound is definitely so I'm working with a producer for the first time ever to like really be hands-on. He's going to be executive producing the record, and he's just a genius. I love him so much. There's so much chemistry between us when we're writing and stuff together.
Nice.
So it's gonna have his influence on the record for sure. But he's got a lot of variety. I think he just knows how to articulate exactly what I have in my head. When I tell him like I want this and I give him a vague word, he'll just understand it exactly. So it's gonna sound a little bit darker. It's gonna sound a little bit more
Ooh.
distorted. It's really I love it. I think that the sounds on it are really great. It won't be super sugary and sweet. I think that's all I'll say about it. Yeah.
Okay. That's a lot of
Yeah.
info. I'm happy with that. It's more than
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I mean, you have a very specific sound. Your fans love you for
Right.
that. How did you
Right.
fall into that? Like, when did it hit you where it's like, this is the vibe I want to do?
Right. It was sort of a natural sort of like niche I kind of fell into. It just was the combination of the tools I sort of had at my disposal. So I started out from acoustic singer-songwriter world like Ed Sheeran, Jason Mraz, John Mayer. And then when lo-fi hip hop started to kind of bubble like online in the subgenre of like SoundCloud and that sort of world, I took a liking to how kind of like off-center it sounded. So I wanted to combine the two. And not many people who make lo-fi hip hop, I feel like they're so they gravitate towards sampling a lot.
Mm.
Um, so not a lot of them can play the guitar or the piano or have a lot of background in that. So it's just like a natural sort of fusion of those two styles for me.
Wow. And
Yeah.
I know it's awesome when like you are so multi-talented. Like you do the singing, you do
Oh,
the
thank you,
songwriting,
thank you.
you do the producing, and I know that's why your fans love when you put out these lives like you just did a couple weeks ago, because then it shows you can play so many instruments as well. So what
Right,
can't you
right.
do? What can't you do?
I can't dance. I can't
Okay,
dance.
we'll take
That's
it.
like that's like the one world that like I'll watch a lot of like hip hop dance videos every now and then. Like you just go down like a wormhole. There's a dance crew I'm a big fan of. It's 1 million. They're based in South Korea, and I love the quality of their videos. And I'm always
I've
like,
seen their
man,
videos on YouTube.
yeah, I'm so jealous of like people who know how to command their bodies that way. I
Dude,
just don't feel like I have that sort of
people
swagger.
like the Kinjas or like Jabberwockies, I'm just like, how
Yeah,
do you move like this?
they're
Like,
crazy.
okay,
And then you realize like what I realized recently is that like someone is it's not that certain things are cool. It's cool when someone's really good at a certain thing. It doesn't matter what it is. If you're like really good in your lane, like
and
you
it's
like
so
someone will
dope.
think it's cool. Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
you just got to respect the time and effort they put into their craft. I think that's really cool.
So since you do all of these things,
Yeah.
is there something that you want to try next that you haven't done? It doesn't have to be involved in music. Like, is there just something that you're like, I want to try this? It seems cool.
Photography.
Oh,
Always wanted to get into photography, but I think like I said, I do appreciate the time it takes to really hone and perfect a craft. And I have a friend, Kenji, who handles all of my visuals, and he's like the perfect person to ask for help if I needed it. But it's it is a little intimidating sometimes. You want to ask him like, hey, like, what's a good film camera I should buy? And then his
right.
reply is like it's not about the camera. I'm like, damn.
Dang it.
It's like, yeah, I know, right? Like I get that question a lot about guitars a lot, and they're like, what guitar should you buy? And I say, like, like it's about which one you like, whatever one that you're gonna want to pick up and play, because that's what matters.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, that's the guru answer that I didn't want. I just wanted you to tell me which camera to buy so I can figure it out.
Right. Well, that
Yeah.
would be exciting. And even like down the road, if you like can incorporate photography into like your lyric videos or music
Yeah.
videos, like that would be so cool.
Yeah, I'd really love to get into film. That's something I've always wanted to get into. In time, in time. I have
And
too much stuff on
I
my
was
plate
gonna
right
say
now.
you are very busy. I'm sure you don't have any spare time to pick up a hobby right now.
I don't.
So regarding the process of songwriting, can you take us through that a little bit? Like, did the lyrics come to you first? Is it the beat?
Right.
Is it the production? Like, what
Um,
sparks first in your brain?
my go-to answer is that it always starts with music first. I know for a lot of hip hop producers, they start out with the beat first, like the percussion and everything, and then they'll put like music or samples on top of it. For me, I always lean towards making the chords first. Chords is always the most important. So it either starts on the guitar or the piano. And as for ideas, they tend to happen sporadically, like at any time, like whether you're in the shower or you're driving, you're working out. Maybe there's like a thought in your head that comes up, and you're like, oh, that would be a cool title, or like, oh, that's a cool sentiment that I haven't heard in a song before, or like I haven't heard that recently. And then once I've laid down the music in the studio, I'll remember, like, I'll jot down the line, whatever I had in my head, and then you
Gotcha.
just pull from the string. Like you expand on, it's like therapy. You just
Okay.
expand on whatever topic that you had in your head.
Nice. It sounds like you have it down to a science now. Like it just comes
A
so
little
naturally.
bit, a little bit, yeah. But sometimes, there is a struggle when you've kind of you've rounded the block a few times too many, and you're trying to figure out another way to say the same thing, or maybe you're just not in the set to like really explore a topic anymore, and then you're
Mm.
slamming your head against the brick wall. That's kind of what it feels like mentally.
Well, I'm excited to hear all of this on your next album, and I know
For
being a producer,
sure.
we're pumped. So
For
I know
sure.
live shows are slowly but surely starting to come back as more people get vaccinated and
Right.
everything. Is there
Right.
like a place that you've just been dying to visit or do a show in? Like you just are
Uh,
dying to travel to?
I'm not gonna lie, like anywhere. Like I'm just trying to play a show anywhere. I
Crumbs.
love
Like
I love playing shows in the States. That's the only place I really ever played shows. I've done one show in Korea that was at a festival, and there's like a different energy when you're at a festival compared to your own headlining shows, because at your own show everyone's there to see you only.
yeah.
So I've found that, like, I mean, I don't think I've played enough festivals to really give a good insightful answer, but I do love the headlining shows wherever they
Yeah,
are.
well, I know. I'm hoping they come soon. I know your fans are dying to see
I
you live.
know.
So
I'm dying to see them. So
yay. So when you're not thinking about songs and writing your new album, I know we have
yeah,
the same hobby, which I'm super excited to talk about.
yeah,
We're both on
yeah.
that Valorant grind.
I love Valorant. Oh God, I've been playing a little too much recently.
Dude, same. I will literally get off work, start
Yeah,
playing, and then I won't
yeah.
stop until it's time for bed. And I'm like, I don't have time to do anything else. Like it's
Yeah, exactly. I'm the same way. I mean, it's I always tell people that it's like more of a social thing than anything, because you want to play with your friends. It's just the way that, like, I've always hung out with my friends like online. Like back in high school, like we'd get home from school and immediately everyone would get like on League of Legends.
yep.
Like that was just the thing. So it's just, with every game that comes and goes, like it's just a new thing to do with your friends when
I
you
know,
hang out.
especially when you get that good five stack and you just
Yeah.
mesh together. So
Yeah.
who's
Game
who's your main? I want to know.
I've been playing Yoru a lot, actually.
Okay.
Everyone kind of like kind of poops on him a little bit,
Him a little bit recently.
but I think he's so useful if you use his teleport in a
Yes.
defensive way. You can't send it in and like use it and get on site like that. You can't do that. So on defense, it's great because whatever side you're on, just send your teleport to the other side right away.
Yeah, I
And
feel
that
like he's
way,
so good on Haven. Like
yeah,
on C long.
exactly.
People
Yeah,
listening are gonna be like,
exactly.
I have no idea what they're talking about.
I know, exactly.
I could talk
Yeah,
about
you sent
Valo for hours with you.
yeah, yeah. On defense, it's great. You could be anywhere, and on offense, it's great. I thought footsteps was kind of but it's worked in
No,
in
I
some
fall for
really
it
good.
every time. As a
Yeah,
brimstone main, I fall for it.
yeah.
So
Oh, Brimstone Man. Okay,
yeah,
sick, sick.
I love the smokes, man.
Nice,
Awesome.
nice.
Well, before we go, I know I don't want to keep you too long. I know you're so busy. Do you have? I
No,
know
for
you said
sure.
you just got your nose pierced, right?
I did. It's right here.
It
It's actually
looks
not
so
too swollen.
good.
Thank you,
So, do
thank
you have any
you.
other plans? Because you have a sleeve. Like, do you have plans for other stuff?
I do, I do. So I'm gonna go see my artist back in Japan the next time I go and get the rest of it done on the other arm, whenever
Oh,
that
you're
may
gonna do
be.
both.
I'm gonna do both.
Cool.
I'm trying to like dip as soon as this record's done. I'm
Dude,
trying to just go.
same. You deserve
Yeah,
it too after just working like your head down for so long. Like
I know. Yeah, I really do. And if my manager needs me,
you
he'll
can
just text
still
me, I
work
guess.
in Japan. There's email. It's
Yeah, yeah, I
fine.
totally can. I totally can. I'll
Yeah.
still be. I won't be jet lagged too much. I feel like I just want to spend a week there, get my ink done, get ready for film and for tour and everything. So yeah,
Do it. No excuses.
yeah,
Just do it.
no excuses. I'll just go. I'll just
Yeah.
go.
And then a little birdie on Twitter told me that you got engaged. Is that
I've been
true?
yeah, I've been engaged. I've been engaged since November of 19.
That is, oh my, so it's been
So
a while. I feel like people
it's
are
been a
just still finding
yeah.
out about it.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not something I'm gonna keep a secret, but it's not something that I'm gonna like go out and blast around either.
Right.
I like privacy in my private life, but it didn't feel like it felt like I was hiding it for a long time. So I was like, this is weird. I don't have to hide this. So yeah, we got engaged November 19, and then COVID happened. So we pushed back a
Right.
lot of our wedding dates and our plans and everything. But it's not like we started planning anyways, because it was so early. We just recently started planning. We have a date set and everything, and
Yay.
uh it's stressful
So
like trying to write an album and plan at the
exciting.
same time.
I couldn't imagine doing both. Like, welcome to the
Yeah.
engaged club. Like, I'm with you.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
married, but
congratulations.
it's hard to do a lot at once. So
It
don't
is.
rush it. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for
especially if
sure.
you lasted through COVID together, just growing your relationship even closer. There's no
Right.
rush. You guys are
I
fine.
know. A day at a time. Take it a day at a time.
I know. Well, we're so happy for you. You have a lot of exciting stuff
Thank
coming up
you.
in your life, and we just cannot wait to be a part of it. Like, this is so
Of
exciting.
course. Of course. Would love to have you. Thank you.
And besties, stream beside you. Go right now. Go stream it.
Stream
It's
beside
waiting
you.
for you. And thank you so much for joining us, Keshi. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And we're looking forward to that album. We're so
For
excited.
sure. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.